Ford vs Ferrari is honestly one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. As a car fanatic, this movie digs deep into my pants and tickles me. It's a one-of-a-kind gem that at first glance looks like a generic car film, but it's actually a film about friendship, loss, and history in the automotive industry. Let's commence forth. The film revolves around Ken Miles and Carroll Shelby and how they engineered a car so unique it beat its Italian rival in a 24 hours of Le Mans race, and also created a legacy in the supercar industry. I first watched this film in 2020, a year after its release, and I was surprised not many people were talking about it. I mean, it has two of the world's greatest A-list actors, Matt Damon and Christian Bale. Surely there must have been a lot more eyeballs on it. The film did gross a comfortable $225 million in the box office.
It's alright.
But I feel like it should have been up there at $500 million or something. Maybe many thought it was just another car film akin to the Fast and Furious, but no. This film has a heart. The first thing I fell in love with within 30 seconds of watching it was this. The sound design is some of the greatest I've ever heard. Within car scenes in almost any movie, the engine noise you hear is not the same as the one that is recorded on set. The engine noise is recorded again afterwards and is added in post for more control. As a car fanatic, I know when an engine grunt is not what it's actually supposed to be. For example, sound engineers sometimes use another car's engine sound to use for the car shot just because it sounds a little more bassier or has an even better kick, like using a Mercedes engine grunt to liven up a Toyota's. But this film exceeded my expectations. The sound design was done masterfully, and I couldn't tell if the revving was fake. It felt so natural and raw. The GT40's engine is so sexy, and I always found myself coming back to this clip again and again just to soak in this sound. The cinematography in this film is delicious, honestly. The warm hues are often used to show the light-hearted vibe of the 1960s, and the cooler tones are only used aptly in the more sadder scenes. This movie was shot on the ARRI Alexa LF using anamorphic lenses, which are different from normal spherical lenses as the image tends to curve around the edges. Anamorphic lenses are the reason why most films have a wider aspect ratio. These lenses bend around facial curves and gives the scene a genuine, organic look. The lens beautifully wraps around the cars, and the road's curves bring you closer to the action. And the flares, This film has a simple storyline that is easy to follow and goes straight to the heart. It's no Christopher Nolan where you need to fry your brain, it's just some sweet history. All the characters are well written and have depth to them. Upon multiple rewatches, their nuances come to life and you realize that every character has a big part in the film. What's most fascinating to me about this story is how it repeated itself in the future. Exactly 50 years after their first win in the Le Mans race, Ford returned in 2016 to race again with a brand new Ford GT. And inside, we got to witness some of the greatest battles in racing once again. Ford and Ferrari battling it out.
Battling it out for the victory in the GT class, and there is nothing to choose between them. It's just like good old times, isn't it? So here we go.
Here comes the pass. Goes to the outside.
With Ferrari going out of control, and the Ford GT taking first place again. That was the last Le Mans race Ford participated in. But who knows, maybe in 2066 they will come again to make a 100-year sensation. I used to think of myself as a decent car enthusiast. Yes, I could tell the difference between a Lambo and a Ferrari and sometimes name their engines and top speeds. But that was it. I had no interest or idea of the motorsport racing world, but after watching this movie, the first thing I did was rewatch the Le Mans races since 2016, the highlights of course, and I got hooked. Soon enough, I was getting into Formula E, and finally, the one I should have been enjoying many years ago, Formula 1. Ford vs Ferrari, 9 out of 10.